So I've been thinking a little bit, slight bit. You know, in the world of metal guitar playing, it's quite common that most metal guitar players would play guitar using some sort of a humbucker. I would even go so far to say that the humbucker is the standard for playing metal. I mean, check out all the different people that are playing metal out there, all the guitar players. They basically all play humbuckers. During the 90s, it was all about the EMG 81. You know, all metal bands were using that. You know, Metallica was using that. So, you know, obviously everyone else had to use them. Today, the options are basically limitless when it comes to pickups and humbuckers. And, you know, I've always advocated for humbucker. And when I've been picking humbuckers, I like to pick humbuckers that are relatively flat in terms of voicing. You know, there's a lot of pickups out there that like to have different voicings, more mids, more treble, less bass, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that's good and all, but I've always been an advocate for having as flat of humbucker voicing as possible, because then you will let the amplifiers and the gear that you're using do the work for you. So having a voicing on a pickup is, in my opinion, limiting oneself a little. It's limiting me, at least, you know, to some extent. Now, single coil pickups are not as common in metal music, I would say. You know, you have Englund Malmsteen and Chris Impellitteri. They're all using single coil, playing metal and whatnot. But I looked in my room with guitars and I realized I basically have 0 guitars with a single coil pickup in the bridge. So I figured, let's make a clickbaity video. What if I was using a single coil with a metal amplifier? Oh, the blasphemy. So I brought out one of the few guitars that I have in this office that is still actually Fenders. It's just that, you know, they just haven't picked it up yet, because they're really bad at sending return labels for some reason. But this is the American Ultra Telecaster from Fender. And as you can see, it's one of these angled single coils. These are noiseless too, so it's their own stuff right there. And my plan was to plug it into a metal amplifier. And this is the Bad Cat Lynx. You might have seen me demo this in a video not too long ago. Basically, it's metal. It's as metal as you can get. And I'm also, for the sake of this, using a Tubescreamer, and this is a Space Spiral Reverb pedal from Earthquaker Devices. So nothing too scientific about this video other than it's just me playing a single coil guitar through a metal amplifier. Gotta make content, man. And no guitar picks, just as expected. Alright, so I have the Bad Cat Lynx hooked up to my Mesa oversized cabinet. That's a SE Audio VR2 microphone. I always said it's called Voodoo. It's not called Voodoo. I have no idea where I got Voodoo from. I have absolutely no idea. It's just something I made up, I guess. That goes into my audio interface. I'm also using the stereo microphone as usual. It's over there. And right now it's pointing in that direction, which I guess, whatever, man. And this is the Fender Ultra Telecaster right there. And yeah, Fender Noiseless pickups. And the bridge pickup sounds like this. Pretty beautiful, right? Neck pickup. And neck pickup is, you know, neck single coil. That's something I really enjoy and like. And I actually have a couple of guitars that has like a humbucker in the bridge and a single coil in the neck. And for pickups being in the neck position, you know, single coil is the shit. Oof, that's, ow. And if you add a little bit of Space Spiral reverb, you're basically in Sextown, okay? But we're here for the Mel, so let's change the channel to Mr. Mel. Hello, and hi as well, because, you know, let's go. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, so where's the gain? Gain 2. obviously, because the single coil is slanted, the distance between the bridge saddle and the low string coil is further away from each other than on the thin string side. That's why you get this little... It is a little bit more dark sounding. It's not as easy with the pinch harmonics when it's this far away from the bridge, you know? Okay, let's turn down the gain. I want to engage the Ibanez Tubescreamer from hell. And as you engage a boost or something that boosts the input signal, you know, the difference between a humbucker and a single coil, it kind of goes like this, you know, they become a little bit more alike. Okay, neck pickup. And that just gives... Listen to that, man. And without the Tubescreamer... It gives it this little... I don't know what to call it, but it just feels a little manlier for some reason. Maybe it does sound a little bit more rock and roll and not necessarily meld. All right, back to the bridge pickup and the Tubescreamer on. Maybe because I am playing a single coil, I think it sounds pretty good, but I'm kind of reverting to playing more rock and roll type of licks, no? All right, let's just drop this. I think that sounds kick-ass. Is it better than a humbucker for Mel? I think it's more of a different type of taste, to be honest. Let's turn off the Tubescreamer. Tubescreamer on. I think that sounds good. Okay, for lead. I like this. Whew, shit, man. I think it sounds so good. The string separation is just, you know, like no other. You can't compare that to a humbucker. It's just... That's why single coil works so well for cleans, you know? Sorry, I'm getting lost in this. So there you go, the little what if for today. What if I used a single coil into a metal amplifier? Personally, I think it sounds sick as hell. And some players have really adopted this type of sound into their metal music, and for some people, it just really suits them. And one of the best at doing this, in my opinion, I mentioned earlier in the video, Chris Impellitteri. Check out his album Crush, or I think it's Crush, or it's Crunch. It's Crush, I think. Go check it out. It's freaking amazing. The tone is just... Still, it's one of my favorites to this day. And that album is from, I think it's around 2000 or something like that. Crazy, insane, good tone. So there you go. My little what if for you right there. Oh, shit. Oh, juggling guitar picks. Let's do it again. Oh, no. If you have any suggestions of what if type of guitar related video you want me to do, write it down in the comment section. I maybe check it out, maybe do it. If you like what I did right here, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Put a thumbs up and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.